I mean, it's like here, you can get complacent, but if you do get complacent, you're going to die pretty quickly.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what happened to me in Ark. I had these two really tough dinosaurs. Thought nothing can touch it. Not even an alpha could touch it. So I bumped into two alphas. Got to learn to be humble.
Yeah, being humble is not too difficult for me.
He says modestly.
Yes.
It's surprising though, that game. I tend to think of it as just bows and arrows and dinosaurs, but no, you gradually get better and better. You go up to single shot pistols and single shot rifles, then shotguns, then tech rifles, and
you showed me that arc wrap where they were running around with what looked like combat suits and automatic weapons.
Yeah.
And
you can get even far better than that, much more technically advanced than that, space age stuff,
Mm-hmm.
But you've earned it when you get it.
Yeah.
You've really earned it.
It's like the stuff here where, you can get the elytras and stuff like that, but you've earned it whenever you get to that.
Yep.
It's one thing, as much as I love modded Minecraft, and I do love modded Minecraft, I love all the feed the beast stuff and all that. It's like, once you've played with it a bit, and especially if you have access to the wiki or something like that, and it's only a week or two, and suddenly you're using in-game stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't really have anywhere to go after that. It turns back into, okay, we're just mining and building again, just with different stuff.
Yes, sometimes with modded, it feels like you're racing to get to the higher tier tech, not realizing that that's going to spoil your game in a way when you do get there. I've just hit the level cap in Ark. I've just reached level 100, but that doesn't mean I can still build all the stuff that I've unlocked and know how to build. I haven't got half the stuff I need to be able to build it. I'm just in the process of just growing my first two X plants, which are like big carnivorous plants that you can use as guardians,
Yeah. I would love for you to do some ARC recording and stuff like that. Put up some ARC videos and things.
No, I don't want to. I want us to play together, and then you can put up the ARC videos.
Well, we gotta have a ability to do it.
Well, I was telling Dwayne, and it's funny because I was speaking to about it, and we decided we'd rent a server. And as I logged on to tell you about it, you said to me, "Oh, I've just started up BROCRAFT again." Oh, bugger! I can't do both.
We can do that.
Yeah. No.
We can do BROCRAFT a day. We can do ARC a day, and we can play board games the third day. We can do.
No, definitely don't have time.
No.
Well, that's the point. Yeah, do you want to go and set up our thing?
6 days.
Like Dwenda's not coming.
Yeah. 6 days in the week, ARC, BROCRAFT, board games, ARC, BROCRAFT, board games. And on 7th day, we rest.
On the 7th day, we look up on the wiki what we were doing wrong in the board game.
Exactly. No, people in my comments are quite willing to tell me.
Oh, speaking of board games, there's a really new good one out. It's like on a map of Europe, and you're all these countries, and you place your little units and everything. But the idea is that you're a company selling kitchen utensils, and you've got to get the biggest share of the market. It's called Whisk.
Oh, my God. What was that? Was that the wife texting me? Is she wanting me to come back over? Oh. Sorry, there's a soccer game I need to go watch.
It's funny, we watched that quiz show called Tenable here that little Warwick Davis presents.
Yeah.
And,
as opposed to Big Warwick Davis?
Yes. The guy who played the Ewok in Star Wars.
Yes.
Willow, yeah. He's and one of the terrible things the girl had to do today was the top 10 names of the locations or items used in the board game Operation. starting from the head working down. So of course, like the ankle bone's connected to the knee bone isn't counted because you use elastic band to go around them both, you know. And the one above is the 10th one. And what a blast from the past that was, trying to rack my brain and think, I know there's the bread basket and there's a piece of bread that's in the bread basket.
Remember the bread basket? I remember the funny bone.
The funny bone, and then there's the Adam's apple, which is a little
Adam's apple. There's the bucket, which is water on the knee.
Yes, yeah. I said to when we were watching it, I said, "Gee,
I'd forgotten all about that. My God.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten all about that. I saw a game of Operation the other day in Target and was thinking about picking it up for. Wondered if he would enjoy it. Of course, it's not the same big, obese, naked guy with the red nose. It's like Mario or something like that now. It's some licensed.
Is it?
Yeah, it's some licensed character on it now. I can't remember who it is. They may still make the classic, but this one was something like that. I think there's a dinosaur or raptor version of it, maybe, where you're pulling the dinosaur bones out or something.
Wow.
Yeah, a variety of different things. Yeah, you got to compete with iPads and stuff now.
That's it, isn't it? Unfortunately, you see, when you've got a game that's really interactive and plays along with fancy script colours and everything, getting them to sit there while they even learn the game is hard enough.
I know.
Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I know." He says, "I have enough trouble with that English fella doing it." Well, it looks like Dwender's not coming. Do you want to?
No, it's not the English fella I have a problem with. It's that American fella of mine, that brother of mine that won't play anything that you can't play with a controller. You know.
Ah, gosh, yes.
I've sat and thought about, trying to get interested in board games or something like that, but I don't know what he would be interested in because, the kid's been playing on a tablet since he was 2. So it's like, what is going to compete with that?
Yeah.
I have a copy of Pitch Car here. I was thinking about trying it with him. It's a dexterity game. It's got a wooden track that you lay out and make a race track. It looks a lot like a slot car, the old electric slot car racers.
Right.
Except there's no grooves in it. Your cars are little wooden discs that you set on the track, and then you flick them with your finger. Kind of like tabletop football, when you'd fold the little paper football and flick it back and forth and try to make the edge hang off the thing to score a touchdown.
Right.
Yeah, same kind of thing. You flick the cars, and that's how you race. Is you flick the car down the track, and then your opponent flicks the car down the track, and y'all race around the track that way. And of course, you can bump your opponent off the track and things like that. But it's like, would that compete? Would he find that fun?
Yeah.
And I've talked to Dwendon about getting him into Minecraft too, because he's 6 years old. He's right at the perfect age to start playing.
Yeah, that's true.
And Dwendon was discussing that. In fact, we were talking about it in that last video. I finally got that first night where we're all on the server. I finally got the last one of that put up, and we discussed that. It's like he was saying, yeah, we'd have to start have another part-time server that he could get on and kind of learn the ropes and stuff. Said, put it in creative mode for a while, and just until he got used to having a mouse, because that's one of the disadvantages of the whole thing with these kids and their little tablets, is most of them have never had a mouse in their hand.
All right, I'm going to head back to the hive.
Bad enough that they're addicted to the video game kind of stuff. It's like they're addicted to video games that you use touch controls and stuff, or control pads or stuff like that, because they've never played keyboard and mouse in their life.
Wow. So will he played Minecraft on the touchpad then? Is that what? Because I've tried playing it on the Kindle. It's just.
I think in the past what he has done is he has crazy.
Well, Respawn on
Yeah, but I respawn on Spawn Beach. That's not the weird thing. I spawn here, and there's a freaking angry Enderman chasing me. Serious to God, I spawn. I'm glad I was recording. I spawn in here, and there's a mad Enderman chasing me around the hut. I got to kill an Enderman now that I've left the end.
Well, he probably heard why many of his relatives you'd killed in the end.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. That was silly as hell. Now, while I'm here, let me see if I can open up this ender chest. Because there's one of them in the spawn hut, too. Yeah, I opened it fine. Now, can I mouse over everything and get the little pop-ups without anything crashing it? Last time, I think it was the netherrack that I touched. Yeah, everything's mousing fine, so it's working fine now. Right. Whatever the little problem was, I don't know. I think after tonight, I'm definitely going to, like I said, get the save folder. Yeah. Copy the save folder and put it somewhere, and then erase Minecraft and let it re-download it. Down the water drop we go. Splash. All right. Almost to a bed. Almost to a bed. Boom.
You managed to kill the Enderman then, did you?
Yes.
Did you go under the tiki hut and use that for...
I killed him while I was standing in the tiki hut. Yeah. He couldn't get through. Couldn't get to me through the little closed gates there.
I'm watching
the hive.
Yep. I'm going to log out in a minute. I was watching a guy called Frilioth play, and he set up a base in the stronghold. And yeah, it'd be quite nice to do that sometime. Because it'd be very useful, wouldn't it, to be able to just pop into the end for XP and then step back out into your base.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, this server's so old. There's only those 3 strongholds, isn't there?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think when this started, they only spawned with 3 strongholds.
Would those rules maintain?
I would imagine so. Come on, guys, we need librarians. I'm going to have to put in the hard work and make a villager breeder and then a villager sorter again. I know. Rather have done it over at the Guardian Temple, but we can't get Dwendon on here. I can't get that even started. You still there?
Whoops, sorry. I had my mic on mute. Sorry.
Oh, I thought it was getting more sensible conversation than usual.
I'm just like Dwendon the other night where he says, yeah, I was chatting right on along going, motherfuckers won't talk back to me. But yeah, I'll chat at him tomorrow whenever I'm at Hank's birthday party.
Oh, it's Hank's birthday party tomorrow, is it?
Yeah, they're having a birthday party for him tomorrow around lunchtime. So I would go over and say happy birthday to the little tyke, take him some dinosaur stuff. They said he's like a mega dinosaur fan. It's like, my boy. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was what incentivized me to read.
Yeah.
Was dinosaurs. There was when I was 5 and 6 years old, I was absolutely in love with dinosaurs. And there was a book in our library that was all about dinosaurs and stuff like that, and when they said, yeah, it's all this different, it's like, so if I learn to read, I can learn about them, I can learn more, and it's like, yeah, it's like, and that was all it took.
Well, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah,
reading opens the many worlds.
Hell yeah. remember teacher taking me in front of the principal and having me read it because they couldn't believe that I was, like 6 years old and reading words like ankylosaurus and diplodocus.
Yeah.
I remember I was mispronouncing them, but I was getting all the syllables. I was just not quite getting the pronunciation. I think ankylosaurus, I was called ankylosaurus.
Yeah.
And I was getting close, pretty damn good for a 6-year-old.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So yeah, it's like there's a saying that I've read that says, if you've got people, don't make fun of people who mispronounce words.
Yep.
Because they have most likely learned those words through reading.
Yeah.
Never been exposed to them any other way. They have learned them through reading. So yeah, a lot of my dinosaur names and stuff were mispronounced because I'd learned them all through reading.
That's it. Yeah, you don't hear it, you don't know how it should go.
Yeah, it's like for the longest time I called rendezvous rendezvous. Rendezvous or something like that because I'd never heard the word pronounced, but I'd seen it many times in the stories I read. I guess I was in middle school or early high school before someone told me one of the teachers told me it's pronounced rendezvous. It's a French word, rendezvous.
Yep.
But seen it in plenty of books.
And that's it. When you got books, you can escape from whatever you've got, get out there and see worlds.
Very much.